Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen, was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen, wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fi Quran Majid wal Furqan al Hamid, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna awwala baytin wudi'a lin-nasi للذي ببكة مباركا وهدى للعالمين فيه آية بينات مقام إبراهيم ومن دخل كان آمنا ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم. أما بعد، قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Alhamdulillah, the topic we started 2 weeks ago is Hajj rulings and method. Inshallah, today it will be the last part of that Hajj topic, inshallah. But today, most of the stuff what we're going to talk about is related to everyone. Before what we talk about, that was related to those people who are going for Hajj. Today is about ihram, conditions, what you do there. And of course, it will be Hajj method as well, which is very easy Hajj method, inshallah. So ihram, basically ihram is only one kind of ihram. Ihram either for you wearing for Umrah or for Hajj. They're both the same conditions. So ihram and its conditions. Ihram does not mean the two unstitched pieces of cloth. Doesn't mean that ihram, normally we say that he got ihram on. We refer ihram to two pieces of cloth. That's not ihram. Ihram is a condition. Ihram is a condition when you do certain thing, that is talbiha you read and then you make intention either for Umrah or for Hajj. Then you go into ihram condition. That is ihram. The two pieces of cloth, because when you are in condition of ihram, you cannot wear anything which is stitched, any stitched clothes or anything. That's the reason you put those two unstitched pieces of cloth and we start calling it ihram, but that's not actually ihram. In urf mein to ihram kaha jata hai, magar wo actually ihram hota nahi hai. So that's ihram. Ihram is a condition, not two pieces of cloth. Now male must wear two unstitched clothes, two unstitched pieces of cloth when they are in state of ihram. There are no specific clothes for women, ihram clothing I'm talking about. So there are no specific clothes. You probably go to shops, they have outside the shops before when Hajj month starts, it says ihram for women. And what is that? It's one jubba and scarf. Woman has to be in scarf anyway. She should be wearing baggy clothes anyway. That's the clothing for woman anyway. So there is no ihram clothing for woman because she can wear whatever she wants to wear. Unstitched condition is only for male, not for female. So female can wear any clothes. She can go in her home clothes, like whatever clothes she has at home. There is no specific clothes for ihram for female. Males and females must do two things to go into the condition of ihram. First is that you make intention. Second, you read talbiha. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika lak, labbaik innal hamda wan ni'mata lak wal mulk la sharika lak. You have to read talbiyah. This is called talbiyah. That loud you read so that you can hear yourself. You can't read in your heart. So let's say you made intention. As soon you put two pieces of cloth on, but you had no intention, or you had intention of Umrah or Hajj, whatever intention you made, but you never read talbiyah. You never went in ihram condition. So there are two things you must be done. Wajib. It is wajib that you make intention of Umrah and then you read talbiha once. That once is wajib. After that is sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can, as many times as you can read talbiha now. Male should read talbiha loud, but female should be reading in their heart. In their heart, basically loud so that they can hear themselves. It's not like a male are reading loud and the females are reading loud as well. The coach is going or they're sitting in plane or somewhere, they're reading loud. Her voice is satar as well. Non-mahram male should not be listening to her voice. And that she is reading talbiya very loud, no, that's not good. She should be reading that loud so that she can hear herself. Male should be reading that loud so that other people can hear as well. Acha, make ihram niyat in the airplane. When you go from here for Hajj or you're going for, let's say, Umrah, don't make niyat and read talbiyah at home or at the airport. Do it in aeroplane. Why? Because the condition will come up what is haram actions in ihram, what you cannot put on, what are the obligations, what things you have to stay away from. One of the thing is fragrance, itr, that you cannot put no itr on, fragrance, perfume, anything. So you are at home, people are coming to see you, they are giving you hug and they have itr on and they do salam or musafa with you and their whole hand is full with itr and then itr goes on your hand. If one whole body part is full with the fragrance, dam becomes wajib upon you. Dam basically penalty becomes wajib upon you. You will have to give penalty. You have to sacrifice an animal, or they come with flowers. They put flowers on you, and the flowers they have a very strong fragrance. If they stay on you for the time being, of course, that and then it covers the whole your one body part. Your dam will become wajib upon you. You should put the two pieces of cloth on, but don't read talbiyah and don't make intention. Go to airport, see off everyone, leave everyone. Once you are in airplane, this is where you make intention and read talbiyah. Do it there. If you delay after that, maybe you go to sleep and the plane is going towards Makkah and it's going to cross Miqat. If you enter a haram park without intention of Umrah, without intention of Hajj, dam still becomes wajib on you. So when you sit in an aeroplane, you have to make intention of ihram as soon as you go in the airplane. Otherwise, it's going to be dam upon you. I think we spoke about all these things, the conditions of miqat, where the miqat starts, the person who has to enter inside the miqat, what condition he should be in. So this is the one condition when you should be making intention. The next one is, can woman make intention of ihram or umrah whilst in the state of menstruation? The woman, when she's in the state of menstruation but she's going for umrah, okay, she can make intention of ihram. It's not like she's in the state of impurity, she cannot even make intention of ihram. She can make intention of ihram. The only few things she cannot do while she's going through this impurity days. She cannot touch Quran, she cannot read Quran, she cannot enter in masjid. Here she's not entering in masjid, she's not reading Quran, she's not holding Quran, but she has to make intention. If she crosses miqat without intention, dam will become wajib upon you, penalty will become wajib upon her. Now, can we apply fragrance in ihram conditions? As I mentioned before, we cannot apply fragrance. Now, once ihram is on, you cannot put no atar on, you cannot wash your body with soap which has got fragrance in it, or you can toothpaste as well, fragrance, or shampoo. You have to, if you want to take bath while in a state of ihram, you can take bath but without shampoo, without that kind of soap which has fragrance in it. So stay away from all these things. Atar as well. When I have ihram on, there's another question. When I have ihram on, do I have to leave my right shoulder uncovered all the time? So some people, what they think, as soon as they put the two pieces of cloth on ihram, and they straight away they leave their right shoulder open, uncovered. Leaving your right shoulder uncovered is only for tawaf. Only for tawaf. Tawaf time you can leave your shoulder uncovered, not all the time. It is written in our books, if someone reads namaz in that condition, it's makruh tahrimi reading namaz, whole half the body is uncovered and you're reading namaz. Then you can't do that. Only in a state of ihram, when you're doing tawaf, then you can leave your shoulder uncovered. And which kind of tawaf? The tawaf which is wajib, which after tawaf there is a sa'i as well. That tawaf, not just a normal tawaf. Normal tawaf you can do even in a normal clothes. But the ihram when it's on, let's say you're doing a tawaf of umrah or tawaf of hajj, that tawaf you have to leave your right shoulder uncovered. But not all the time your shoulder is uncovered. You should not be doing that. Now, another condition which I've seen many people doing that, the male must tie their ihram above the navel, above the belly button. That is satar. Your male satar starts from belly button. Male satar starts from navel up to his knees. The knees are included as well. Some people, they put ihram on because it's not normally, people normally don't put ihram on. After like 5 years they're going for Hajj, or after 2-3 years they're going for Hajj. Then they put ihram on, it goes all the way down. तो बड़ा पेट होता है कहीं को सर के नीचे चला जाता है. And the whole that body part from back to the front, it is uncovered. If you're reading nafal namaz or sunnah namaz, whatever namaz, in the condition, your namaz is not accepted. Why? Because 1/4 of your satar is open, then namaz won't start because the satar is conditioned. And if you're doing tawaf, and the tawaf is wajib as well, you have to do it again. That won't be counted. So make sure when you put ihram on, it has to be above the belly button, above your navel. Once you have the ihram on, read two nafil for ihram. Like airport, normally when people go to airport, they put the ihram on, they have a place on the side. Go and read two nafil if time is not makruh. If it is makruh time, like zawal time starts about 40 minutes before zuhr or sometimes 25 minutes, depending on timing as well. Winter different and summer different, but about 20-25 minutes, half an hour, and it stays all the way till the zuhr time. That is makruh time. And of course sunset, 20 minutes before the sunset and 20 minutes after the sunrise. These are the makruh time. We should not be reading any namaz which has got sajda in it. Now, can I change my ihram clothes or take ihram clothes off if I need to take bath? Like let's say ihram got dirty and you want to put another other two pieces of cloth on, or you want to take bath. Can you do that? As I told you before, ihram is a condition, not those two pieces of cloth. That if you do, you take those two pieces of cloth off. That's not ihram. People think if you take it off, dam will become wajib on, because I've come out from the pieces of cloth from ihram. Ihram is a condition. You are still in ihram. Yeah, you can take your two pieces of cloth off. If it got dirty or something, you go and change it, or go take bath and then put the same ihram on. Ihram, basically the urfi ihram, and put it back on. That's fine. You are okay. You can take those two pieces of unstitched cloth off, take bath, and then put it back on. Now, there are few haram actions in ihram for males and for females. So ihram has, when you go in a state of ihram, there are few haram actions. You cannot do that. You have to stay away from those actions. Men are not allowed to wear anything stitched in the state of ihram. There are stitched clothes, stitched shoes as well. Normally what happens, let's say you got stitched clothes on, people are going to tell you like, okay, you got stitched clothes on or anything, but you got to be very careful when you got underwear on. Because one of our friends, when we went for Umrah, one of people, we can't tell you got underwear on or no, because they go on the side, they got the ihram on, we don't know what's underneath. And after like whole day, he did Umrah as well, and after they found out, yaar, okay, underwear on, dam is wajib on you, because something stitched stayed on your body for a certain time. One whole namaz time is passed. One namaz time is passed. Dam becomes wajib on you. Only for a little bit time you put it on and then you realize you took it off straight away, or after 1 minute, 2 minutes. Yes, sadaqah is wajib. Go and give sadaqah, but not dam. Sadaqah is basically some khajura or something you give, some money. But dam is the whole one animal you have to sacrifice, sheep or lamb. So you have to be very careful. No stitched clothes on, except a pocket belt. You know, when you go for Hajj and you put a pocket belt on, that is given ijazat by our scholars that you can put it on. You need to put some belongings in or something, that you can put it on yourself, even though if it's stitched. A female can wear stitched clothes. Female, there is no condition for female to wear unstitched clothes. They can wear any clothes. So there is no specific ihram clothes for female. She can wear shalwar kameez or jubba or whatever. Now, males cannot cover their head and face. In ihram condition, male cannot cover their head and they cannot cover their face. But for females, they can cover their head. Female can cover their head. They can put the scarf on, but she cannot cover her face. So anyone who goes for Umrah or Hajj and she's in a condition of ihram and she does burqa, like full niqab, she has to take that off while in the state of ihram. So she cannot cover her face, but she can cover her head. Male cannot wear gloves, but female can wear gloves, which is stitched. So male cannot wear gloves, female can. Now, males cannot wear leather or normal socks or shoes which can fully cover their heel and front top hard part of their foot, or both feet actually. The male cannot wear that kind of shoes or socks or leather, mose, what we call mose or khufe, which is going to cover their front part of their foot and the back heel as well. But women can. They can wear whatever they want to wear. They can wear socks as well. They can wear leather socks, whatever they want. Males and female cannot put no fragrance or itar on, as I mentioned before. So male and female, they cannot put no fragrance on. That is condition for both of them. Husband and wife cannot hold each other with lustful desire. This is very important for those husband and wife who go, especially newly married. They go for Umrah, they go for a Hajj, they're holding each other. And lustful desire comes in your mind and you're holding her. And you are holding her with all lustful desires. The dam will become wajib on you. Dam, straight away, dam will become wajib. Now, what rule our ulama has given us and what they should do? Hold her scarf, hold a kameez, jubba or scarf. That is okay. Where you don't feel the warmth of her body. That's the best way to do. But do not hold her. If anything comes in your mind, then dam will become wajib on you. Males and females cannot cut their own or someone else's nails. You cannot cut nails of yourself and someone else's nails. Yeah, if there is nail came off or something happened, and you struck something, your hand with something, and the nail is hanging and it's bothering you. Yeah, now because it already came off and it's just hanging there, now you just peel it off and throw it away. That is okay, but you cannot cut no nails of yourself or for anyone else. Male and female cannot cut their own or someone else's hair. You cannot cut your hair. You cannot pluck your hair as well. So you cannot cut your hair. You cannot cut someone else's hair, except once Hajj or Umrah is done. Let's say you done your Hajj, you done your Umrah, you done your Sa'i, and after that you're about to come out from the condition of Ihram. At that point, if you have machine with you and you don't want to go to barber shop because they're charging you 20, 30 riyals, now because you're already out, pretty much you're out. Now you can cut someone's hair and your own hair just at that time, not before Sa'i. Next, males have to do halaq or qasr to come out from Ihram condition. Males, they have to do qasr or halaq. What is qasr and what is halaq? Halaq is you just take blade basically, you take all your hair off. And then qasr is you cut your hair 1/4 of your hair. The 1/4 of hair is qasr. Halaq is you take all your hair off. उस तरह फिरवा लें, जब blade लगवा लें. So that's you can do that. But for female, they can only do qasr. वो नहीं वो टिंड करा गया. They can't do that. So they can do qasr. Women can only do qasr. So 1/4 condition is for both. Qasr is for male and for female. Now how female are going to do 1/4 of their hair? Urmadi says they take all the hair, all the back and 1 inch. Just cut 1 inch, 1/4 is done. Because the whole hair have gone down. And then just cut it from the bottom. That's it. Your qasr is done. But what they normally do, you probably seen that doing that as well. They just take a little bit of hair from the side here and they cut that. They think we have come out from the condition of ihram. You have not come out from the condition of ihram. Halaq or qasr, it is wajib. You have to do that. And it must be done in the boundary of haram. I mentioned that last week. It has to be done in the boundary of haram. So if you only cut a little bit hair from the side, no, your qasr is not done. You have to cut 1/4 of your hair. Then you will come out from the condition of ihram. These are the conditions and some of the obligatory actions you must follow while you are in the state of ihram. Now let's go through complete method of Hajj. Now, what is method of Hajj? Method of Hajj is that 8th of Dhul Hajj. Now those people who have gone Afaki, those who I mentioned last week, Afaki are those who go inside the Miqat, inside Haram Park from outside, like normally we are from England, Pakistan, India, Gujarat. These people, when they go inside, they went for Umrah, they done Umrah, they took their ihram off. Now they're just walking around, just basically doing shopping in normal clothes. Then 8th of Dhul Hajj, after reading Fajr Salah, you put your ihram on. It is better to do it from Masjid Haram, or you can do it from your hotel as well. So put your ihram on. Ihram again, you make intention of Hajj. Before making intention of Hajj, make sure you have your 2 pieces of cloth on. If you have already made the intention and you read Talbiyah as well, and you had normal clothes on, that will become wajib on you. First you put the 2 pieces of cloth on, then after that you read Talbiyah that loud so that you can hear yourself, and now you make intention, then you read Talbiyah. Now you leave Makkah and go to Mina. Mina is a field. You go to that field to do Hajj. Now, so you left Makkah, 8th of Dhul Hajj, you went all the way to Mina after reading Fajr Namaz. Now in Mina, you're going to complete 5 prayers. Which 5 prayers? Zohar Namaz, Asr, Maghrib and Isha of 8th of Dhul Hajj. And then you stay in Mina all night. Next day, 9th of Dhul Hajj morning, Fajr Namaz you're going to read in Mina. These are the 5 namazah you're going to complete in Mina. After reading 9th Dhul Hajj, the Fajr, leave Mina and go to another field, another ground that is called Arafah. That's what we call the 9th of Arafah. So 9th of Dhul Hajj, field of Arafah, everyone has to stay there. Every Haji has to go there. So 9th of Dhul Hajj, you leave Mina, you go all the way to Arafah. There you are going to read Zohar Namaz, then Asr time you read Asr Namaz, and then after that once sun is set, after that you have to stay there for a short time. That is wajib. Do not leave Arafah before Maghrib happens. No, you have to stay there. That is wajib. Or once sunset is done, you cannot read Maghrib there though. You cannot read Maghrib in Arafah. After sunset, stay there for a bit, leave Arafah and go towards another field that is called Muzdalifah. then you go towards Muzdalifah. Once you have gone towards Muzdalifah, there you'll read Maghrib and Isha together. You're going to combine these two namazah, Maghrib and Isha together in Isha time, not in Maghrib time. So how are you going to read Maghrib namaz? You can say Azan, Aqamat, read Maghrib namaz. Once you read Maghrib 3 first, then after that you stand up, say Aqamat, read Isha first namaz. Then after that you can read Maghrib the sunnahs, and then Isha the sunnahs and Witr. Now staying in Muzdalifah all night on 9th of Dhul Hajj is sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There you're going to gather 60 pebbles, because next day they are going to stone shaitan. He called it Rami. They're going to stone devil. Next 3 days you're going to stone devil. So next day is going to be stoning devil, only one devil 7 times. Then after, then 11th of Dhul Hajj and 12th of Dhul Hajj, all three devils. So 7 one time and 6 times. So 2 7 kitne 51. So 2 7 51. So 7 by 7 is 49. So 49 pebbles, but you do 60 though. 60. Maybe some you're missing out or something. So you have at least 60 pebbles, because you're not going to come back to Muzdalifah now. You are there. So at least have around 60 pebbles with you. Now staying in Muzdalifah on 10th of Dhul Hajj for a short time between Fajr and sunrise. So you stayed all night in Muzdalifah. Now Fajr time, between Fajr to sunrise, from Fajr to sunrise, for staying in Muzdalifah for a short time is wajib. So as soon Fajr starts, read your Fajr in Muzdalifah, and the second thing, you did your short stay as well. So wajib is done. Now you leave and go towards first Jamratul Aqaba, big shaitan. So you're going to miss first shaitan, second shaitan, you're going to go to the third devil. Of course the devils are not there right now, the big massive pillars are there. There you're going to stone shaitan 7 times. It calls Rami. Now stoning must be done by Haji himself. You cannot do that. Yeah, you go and you do it for me, because there are going to be loads of people there. No, you have to do it yourself. Every person, every Haji has to Rami by himself. Unless he has some Sharia excuse, he cannot walk or something is disabled or whatever disability is there. If he cannot do that, then he can ask someone else to do it. Otherwise, he has to do it by himself. And stoning and this Rami time starts after Fajr time. So you can do it before Zawal. Why I'm mentioning this? Because the next day and after next day, the time is different. But this time, the 10th of Dhul Hajj, go to big devil, stone devil 7 times, then you sacrifice an animal. Go and sacrifice an animal. After sacrificing an animal, you go, male do halaq or qasr, females can only do qasr. As I mentioned before, they can only put their hair 1/4, a male can do 1/4 hair, or just put all your hair. Now once you have done halaq and qasr, you have come out from ihram. Now ihram conditions are gone. Now you can go put your normal clothes on, or just stay in those 2 pieces of cloth, straight go to mataf and do your tawafu ziyarah. That is the second major rukn of Hajj. First major rukn of Hajj is Waquf Arafah, the 9th of Arafah. You stayed there and listened to khutbah of Imam Sahib, and then you left after Maghrib, went to Muzdalifah, and then Muzdalifah to shaitan, sacrificing animal, do halaq qasr. Ihram is gone. Now you are going to do tawafu ziyarah. That is the major rukn of Hajj. So after halaq and qasr, you are going to perform tawafu ziyarah. Once tawafu ziyarah is done, after tawafu ziyarah, you're going to do sa'i. That is sa'i of Hajj. Hajj sa'i is done. Now tawafu ziyarah can be performed on 10th of Dhul Hajj, like on that day, or 11th or 12th as well, before 12th Maghrib, without any penalty. You can do that, but you're already there. So why would you delay? Yeah, people are really old. They sometimes delay, so we're going to come next day. They're not going to be that rush, because on that day everyone is doing tawaf. Millions of people are going there. They're doing tawaf. So it's probably going to be hard for you, but you can do in these 3 days before the Maghrib of 12th of Dhul Hajj. Now, if some woman is going through menstruation, then she can do tawafu ziyarah. This is very important. Let's say woman is going through menstruation and she has to do tawafu ziyarah. It's a major rukn. Without this, Hajj is not even completed. Ulama then says, okay, just tell her, even she is going through menstruation, even though she is going through all the ayam makhsusa, just go inside the masjid and do tawafu ziyarah. You can't do that, and both major penalty will come wajib upon you. Major penalty. Not small dam, major dam. It's called badana. Now you cannot sacrifice any animal like sheep or lamb. Now you have to give badana. Badana is a major penalty, major animal. That's only 2 animals, cow or camel. You have to go and sacrifice cow or camel inside the boundary of haram. So if, of course, you're going through menstruation, you can do that, but with this penalty. After performing Tawaf Ziyarah and Sa'i, come back to Mina, where you went first after on the day 8th of Dhul Hajj in your tent. Now you have gone back to Mina, stay there. What day is that? 10th of Dhul Hajj. Next day is 11th of Dhul Hajj. Now you are going to stone all three devils. 7 first one, 7 stone second, and 7 stone to the third one. Now again, and this time actually, yes, when the time of Rami starts, the stoning devil, what time? You cannot do before Zawal. The time of 11th and 12th Dhul Hajj, Rami starts after Zawal time. 10th of Dhul Hajj is started after Fajr. 11th and 12th time starts after Zawal. So make sure those who are going on Hajj, you do it after the Zawal time, not before the Zawal time, according to Abu Hanifa. Now once you 11th of Dhul Hajj, you done 3 stones Rami, come back in Mina again. 12th of Dhul Hajj, again after Zawal, go stone first devil, second devil, and third devil. Now you cannot come back to Mina. Go straight to Makkah. Before Maghrib, you should leave that place. If you come back in Mina and you stayed there for till 13th of Dhul Hajj, even though everyone is gone, वापस आने का फायदा है नहीं है, क्यों आए वापस? But if you stay till 13th of Dhul Hajj, now 13th of Dhul Hajj, you have to stone all 3 devils before you go to Makkah. Now you have gone to Makkah, your Hajj is completed, alhamdulillah. Now your Hajj is completed. Now before leaving, those people who live outside the Miqat, outside the boundary of Haram, like those who go in Medina Sharif or going coming back to England or Pakistan or India, now they have to do Tawaful Wada'. Tawaful Wada' is Tawaful Rukhsat. Rukhsat, see off Tawaf basically. So that is wajib upon everyone who lives outside the Miqat. Before leaving, they should do that Tawaf. But that woman is going through menstruation and she knows my flight is like after a few days, or my coach is leaving, my whole qafla is leaving. She went with the group. If she doesn't do that Tawaf, then no dam is wajib upon her. That's fine. She can leave that Tawaf. Only for that woman, not for anyone else. They have to do it. Now, another question normally women ask, can women take pills or medication before going on Hajj to stop their menstruation? Of course, she's going there, then she has to give, as I told you, if those days come in time of Tawaful Ziyarah and she has to do Tawaful Ziyarah, then she can take medication before she goes on Hajj to stop her bleeding. And now you left, you done Tawaf Rukhsat, you're going to, normally people go to Medina Sharif. What is the ruling of reading 40 namazah in Medina Sharif? And if I don't read those 40 namaz in Medina Sharif, is that going to affect my Hajj? My Hajj is going to be completed. Now those 40 namazah has got nothing to do with your Hajj. Your Hajj is completed. There is a hadith of Rasulullah, anyone reads 40 namaz in my Medina masjid, in my Medina, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will free that person from the fire of hell. The person is free. That's 40 namaz, and that you can complete within 8 days. 5 ek din ki 8 5 40. So 5 by 8 is 40 namaz. So 40 namaz you can read in those 8 days. But let's say you never completed or you only went there for 1 day, 2 days, that's not going to affect your Hajj. Your Hajj is alhamdulillah completed and is fulfilled. Now last at the end, simple method of Umrah. Let me just give you Umrah method, very simple. Umrah is very easy. It can be done within 1 hour, 2 hours. You are going from here, you put the ihram on for Umrah, make intention, cross the Miqat, you're going to Jeddah airport, go Mataf, do Tawaf, 7 anti-clockwise circles. Once you've done Tawaf, read 2 nafil of Tawaf, drink as much as you can. Zamzam Sharif. After that, you go and do Sa'i, the 7 circles you do on Safa to Marwa. Start from Safa, then finish on Marwa. First done, then Marwa to Safa. Second, then Marwa to Safa back. Third, 7 you do these chakkar. Then after that, you do halaq or qasr. Your Umrah is done. This is the simple method of Umrah. ठीक है जी. I think today alhamdulillah मैंने समझा तो नहीं था, मगर ये हो गया कि 3 जुमे लगेंगे. मैंने कहा चलो 1 जुमे में ख़त्म कर दूंगा, मगर ये ना बड़ा लंबा ही हो गया मेरा हज का. चलें, ये अच्छा हुआ कि कुछ लोगों ने मुझे इसकी डिमांड की थी कि आप ना इस पे करें और फुल ऑन कोई वीडियो बनाएं और छोड़ दें, ताकि जब हमने करना हो हज या उम्रा तो हम जाके बस वीडियो देख रहे हैं, सारी हमें समझ आई. इसलिए मैंने स्टेप बाय स्टेप पूरा हज मैंने आपको बताया, शुरू से लेके एंड तक उसकी कंडीशन बताई हैं. मैंने आपको ihram का बताया, सारा कुछ बताया, मीकात क्या होता है, आफाकी कौन से होते हैं, हिल्ली कौन होता है, मक्की कौन होता है, हज की किस्में क्या हैं, किरान क्या है, उसके बाद तमत्तो क्या है, उसके बाद इफराद क्या है, हज went through all those then उम्रा कंडीशन, इहराम कंडीशंस। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला हमें हज करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए, अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला हमें उम्रे करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए और वैसी पाक जगह हमें बार बार दिखाने की तौफीक अता फरमाए। मा अलैना इल्लल बलागुल मुबीन। जज़ाकल्लाहु खैर। मैं भूल गया करना कैसी अजान होनी। हाँ, अब मैं चला था मिंबर पे बैठने के लिए।